Today I'm going to talk about the femoral triangle, which is a very important region at the anterior part of the thigh. Before I start off, I want to initially talk about the roof and the base of the femoral triangle. So the roof is formed by the so-called fascia lata, which is like deep fascia of our thigh, and it's important for you to understand that it forms the roof of the femoral triangle. And if we have a look at the base, it is formed by two major muscles. Posterior medially, the base of the femoral triangle is formed by the pectineus muscle over here, and posterior laterally, the base is formed by the so-called ellipsoas muscle. And before I explain the neurovascular bundles, we also have a superior border, which is formed by the inguinal ligament, and we also have a lateral and medial border. The lateral border is basically formed by the sartorius muscle. To be more specific, the lateral border of the femoral triangle is formed by the medial border of the sartorius muscle. And the medial border is formed by the adductor longus muscle. To be more precise, it's formed by the lateral border of the adductor longus muscle. And if we take a look at the femoral triangle itself, it basically is like a hollow region in the anterior compartment of the thigh, and it's important for you to understand that it contains the major neurovascular bundles of the lower limb. So to get into detail now, I want to start off with the most medial part of the neurovascular bundle, which is the so-called femoral canal, which contains deep lymph nodes and some vessels as well. And if we go to the neurovascular bundles, the most medial part of the neurovascular bundles is the femoral vein over here, where also the great saphenous vein drains into. And it's important for you to understand that from the nerves, the arteries, and the veins, the femoral vein is the most medial part in the femoral triangle. And lateral to the femoral vein, we have the femoral artery, which is basically the intermediate part of these three major neurovascular bundles. And yeah, so the most lateral part in the femoral triangle is represented by the femoral nerve. So it's easy for you to remember that everything starts off with femoral. We have the femoral vein, we have the femoral artery. The most intermediate one is the femoral artery, and the most lateral part of the neurovascular bundle is the femoral nerve. And it's easy mnemonic to memorize all of these nerves, arteries, and veins is just remember the term vein. So we start off with the vein, then the artery, and then the nerve. So it's basically vein. Yeah. So this is like the most important. These are the most important regions for you to understand. And if you got any further questions, let me know in the comments.